The HPI Firestorm 1010 has joined the fleet. Roll the intros. Hello YouTubers and welcome back to Chelmswood. Today, as the title suggests and as you can see from the thumbnail, we are going to be looking at another RC car. This one is a second-hand RC car. I have just bought this from Facebook selling pages for £60. Now it is a bit of a non-runner at the moment, but I will show you why once we get into the car. It is absolutely filthy dirty, dusty, greasy. It is going to have a complete strip down, completely washed, cleaned, repaired, and fingers crossed, hopefully it might be a runner. So I'm going to spin the camera around, have a look, see what we got for our 60 quid, shall we? So here it is in the flesh, guys. Comes with the original HPI Firestorm 10T box. So what I'm going to do is quickly move the car out of the way. And we'll have a look around the box. As you can see, the 10T is supposed to do 38 miles an hour, or if you're in the US, 61 kilometers an hour. It is two-wheel drive, so it's only the back wheels that are actually powered. 2.4 gigahertz radio. It's ready to run, and obviously, like I said, it is a nitro. On the sides, just a bit more things. On the back, gives you an exploded diagram. Well, it's, you know, an internal view of the car itself and the engine. And I believe some optional extras that you can get for the vehicle, but we are going to be repairing this and hopefully getting it up and running. So what else did I get apart from the car? Also got the radio that comes with it, which is the TF-40 2.4 gigahertz radio. Is missing the rubber bit on the wheel there. Does it really bother me? No, because I might even get a another radio set for this. I'm thinking about getting a Dunbar RC radio set, so I might actually start putting my cars over to different radios. But as you can see, it is a bit dusty and dirty. It's got paint over it. It'll do for now. What else did we get in the box? We've got some form of HPI registration card thing. Got the original 10T instructions, so if you need any parts, obviously it's going to be listed all in there, so that's a good thing to have. The usual destruction manual, because obviously it's a nitro engine. Simple everyday fuel bottle. I'm not going to be using this. This is going to be going into the recycle bin. I've got a glow starter and charger. Don't know whether or not this works. Just have to wait and see. Put it on charge and see what happens. So I'm actually going to quickly put this in, guys, and see if it actually does charge up. So we'll just quickly turn it on and plug the end bit into the ends. Red lights come on the plug, so that tells me it's possibly charging. So that's now hopefully charging its way up. What else do we get? Usual hex wrench, air filter which goes on the engine, but obviously I'm going to be replacing the two foam inserts because they look very, very perished. Got a pack of something there. I'm not exactly sure what that is, guys. If anybody does know, please let me know what that could be, because I've not got a clue. Usual Allen keys that you get with the starter pack. Looks like we've got a bit for the exhaust that goes in between the exhaust and the engine. Again, not too sure what those bits are. If anybody knows, please leave me a comment down below. Looks like we've got some spare hinge bits there. Looks like spare servo horn and other bits that you could use for the car that might come in handy. These are all original parts, guys. That's just a caution. What else do we get in here? We've got the usual small hex wrench. And don't know if these are going to be any good because they're covered in grease. But we've got some original HPI stickers. So to have them, that's pretty good for straight away for £60. So get rid of the box and have a look at the car itself. What I'll do, guys, is just going to quickly pause the camera and get you in closer. So as you can see, guys, this thing is absolutely filthy. The shell itself is in pretty good condition. It has got a crack there, but you can get spare shells for these. But until then, I will get this cleaned up and obviously we can use it. But the car itself, guys, well, it is absolutely filthy. Now, the fuel tank, I believe, is a 70 cc size tank. The receiver box is there, so that's where obviously your receiver goes, your aerial, and you've got one servo there, which is a original HPI Racing SF-10W. It doesn't tell me what the kilos is, but it does say it is waterproof. That one there is for the brakes and the engine, and you've got one on this side or inside here that does the steering. And if I turn the radio sets on, as you can see, sounds like the steering servo could do with upgrade. It does sound like it is struggling a bit. Obviously when it's moving it might be a bit different, but that does sound like it is struggling a little bit, so that might be an upgrade. The actual servo for the engine, again, in fair good condition, but maybe I might change that and upgrade it. But I don't know if you can see, guys, but that there, I'm going to zoom you in a bit. This here should be connected to the body of the carb, and as you can see, it's been completely snapped off. So whether or not I can get this bit here to replace it, I don't know, but looking at the carb, I can't physically close it completely, so I'm thinking of getting a brand new carb in there because it feels like it's got quite a bit of resistance. The actual engine itself, I have taken out the glow plug at the moment. If I quickly pause the camera, guys, I'll put it back in. So the engine itself, I've just put the glow plug back in. Has got pretty good compression. What also I might do as well is I might actually get another one-way bearing and a new pull start. Don't know how old these are, so that might be a good thing to have a look at. While it's actually switched on, I'm going to try the brakes. Brakes seem pretty good on it. Like I say, it's only a two-wheel system, so the brakes work pretty well. Now, the weird thing about the Firestorm is the battery pack is right at the back here, whereas it's usually crammed in with the receiver. So quite easily you can put a hump back into there quite easily, and obviously you follow the receiver wires from the battery and it goes into the receiver box there. But as you can see, guys, it is absolutely filthy. The tyres themselves, front ones are not too bad, just need a clean up, pretty still spongy. They sound pretty good and well. Back ones, this one has been quietly worn down the middle, so I'm going to keep an eye on that. We'll replace them eventually. But again, the foams feel like it's a good firmness. I think for 60 quid, we haven't done too bad. And I think for another £40 to replace the carb, and then we're going to replace the fuel lines as well, because if I zoom you in, you can see these fuel lines are absolutely old and perished. I mean, that one's actually quite brittle. So replace these. I haven't started the engine yet. I don't know if it starts, but obviously with that carb like that, it's going to be a bit of a runaway. So what I might do is actually I just might take the wheels off and then try and start it that way. But I'm going to replace the fuel lines, strip it all down, clean it all up, and then hopefully we will have a runner. So there you have it, guys. 60 quid for a original HPI Firestorm 10T. Needs a little bit of work, needs a bit of a strip down to get it all cleaned up. But once it's cleaned up, new carburetor in there, hopefully it should fire up. So a new carb, I have priced it up, I have looked online, I can get one, and they're about 40 to 42 pounds UK. Which would probably be about $50, I would say, in America. But yeah, for 60 quid, it's not bad, is it? So can't grumble. Hope you've enjoyed this little video, guys. As always, I will do a follow-on video with this. So once I do get it cleaned up and repaired, then we'll obviously be taking it out on the outside and giving it a spin. Like I said, guys, I've got quite a few things planned for the summer holidays, trips away to my mum's down in Plymouth and Devon, so there's plenty of places down there I could take it, loads of dirt tracks and BMX tracks. Also, there are other big things coming up on my channel. There will be a video from the Severn Valley Railway actually next weekend. Actually, it is the Spring Steam Gala. So if you are down at Bridgnorth next Friday, then you will probably see me at Bridgnorth. So come and say hello, and it'd be nice to meet you. If you are a subscriber to my channel, great big thumbs up, and thank you for staying with me all this time. If you want to become a subscriber to my channel, all you have to do is click on the button down on the right hand side. If you've enjoyed this video, guys, please, as always, smash the like button down on the left hand side. And if you want to leave any comments or ask any questions about the Firestorm T10 from HPI, then please ask away, or leave any comments if you know any problems that usually this car has or did have. Yeah, all the help I can get makes my life easier and makes it easier for me to repair the cars. So any comments, guys, please do leave them down below. If you want to carry on watching videos from my channel, there should be a link coming up here and here. Until the next time, guys, look after yourselves, protect your loved ones, but above all, happy modelling, and bye-bye from Chelmswood.